Thank you. And indeed, we have serious concerns. We will issue a more comprehensive reaction shortly in form of a statement, but already now I can share with you that we are seriously concerned about these recent events at Naftogaz, and we are calling upon the leadership of Ukraine to ensure that the management decisions at state-owned enterprises are taken in full accordance with basic tenets of recognized corporate governance standards. And as I said, more comprehensive reaction will be issued shortly.